This episode was previously recorded in front of an imaginary studio audience.
Time for Fun Knife Friday!
Hi, all you knife chatters out there. Your old pal Skip the Show coming back at you again from the Volcano Club. It's another Fun Knife Friday. And have I got a really cool knife for you today. Now, not the usual kind of knife that you expect to see at Fun Knife Friday, but it is still a fun knife, and it's a pretty cool knife. This is a definite knife that you would love to see hanging on your wall, too, even though it is anything but a Harvey wall hanger. This knife is a fully functioning fighting knife. You can say that, fully functioning fighting knife. A FKF knife. So not only a Fun Knife Friday knife, but a fully functional fighting knife. And that is right here. This is the Ek-44 Commando 44. And this is now it's made by K-Bar. K-Bar got the trademark for Ek fighting knives, and they started making them and everything. And this one here, well, like I said, it's the Ek-44 or the Ek-44 Commando knife. It comes with this here, like Todd Boone likes to say, it comes with this Kydex-like sheath. I don't know, this might actually be Kydex. I'll leave all those details to Tobias. It's got a lashing holes in there so you can like tie it to something. You could actually wear this as a neck knife, I guess, because it holds into that sheath really good. It's got a little snap down here that you have to push on the plastic, the hard plastic part. It might even be metal. I don't know. But in any case, you got this tab here. You got to push down on that before you can actually release the knife and get it out of there. But it also has this nylon top here with a belt loop, so you can actually hang it off of your belt in case you don't want to hang it off of your neck or strap it down some way. Well, it locks in there. You got a, like I said, a Kydex-like, maybe Kydex, and it snaps in there, and it's in there tight. But it also has this other snap going across the top here, so you can get this thing in there, so you can never get it out. So you got to snap on the top, and so it ain't going nowhere once it's in that sheath. You know what I mean? In any case, pop that open. Push down on the plastic, get the knife out, and then you got the knife there. See there, it says something like John Ek. It's got his name signed on there and everything else. Got K-bar up here. Got to be very careful. You got two very sharp edges on there. This is a double-edged knife, so there's a lot of places where you're not going to be able to legally own or even legally carry this knife because it is double-edged. Got a funky S-guard going on there. It is all blacked out or all murdered out. They like to say, all the young kids like to say all murdered out because it's all blacked out, Definitely a good zombie poker, I guess, yeah. She's all murdered out too. It's all black too. Really cool. Yeah, so definitely don't want to drop this in the dark because you might not be able to find it without a light. And you show the light and then everyone knows where you're at. Anyway, you got a really cool knife. It's got this like G10 handle material going on, and then it's held on by these three rivets or screws or something like that. You see that? You can actually open this with a Phillips driver. It's got the X going across there. You could even use just a regular flathead screwdriver because of how those screws are made, and it's all screwed together. Yeah, but backside not so much. But you unscrew it from one side, take off the handles, and I don't know if this is welded in place or not. I haven't taken it apart. Got a feeling Tobias would be upset if I took it apart. But yeah, this is designed after the old knives that Ek made back in World War II. I don't know what the Ek-44 is supposed to be. It kind of reminds me of, I think the one they called the Patton knife. But I don't know if it was double-edged or not. In any case, you notice how the back end there extends past the end of the pommel of the knife there. See how that goes way back there? Got an extra quarter-inch or so of just steel sticking out the back there, and that's your skull crusher back end, so you can bash something and crack it open or something. I don't know how well it would work for window breaking. But this knife, this is not a knife that was designed as a rescue tool. This knife was, everything about this knife says, I'm here to do business. I'm here to take care of somebody. You know what I mean? This is like a self-preservation tool or a self-defense tool. This is a downright dagger. This is a dagger. Yeah, both sides sharp and everything else. You could probably use it as a boot knife. Like I said, you could actually tie this around your neck, but it's going to be a pretty big neck knife. But yeah, you know, obviously wear it on your hip, wear it in your boot, wear it any way you want to. But man, we're talking about nasty business. This is the one, you know, this is your dirty deeds done dirt cheap knife. Well, not dirt cheap, because this knife is anything but dirt cheap. This knife is one of the more expensive knives that you're going to find out there in the dagger world. You know, I guess there's plenty of more expensive ones, but you know, most people look at the price tag on that and go, "It's not dirt cheap." Then some people go, "Well, that's a good knife for a budget steel, you know, blah blah blah." 1095 Crovan, that's what you got in this. Just like most K-bar knives, it's 1095 carbon steel. They call it Crovan. For chrome vanadium, that's what the Crovan stands for. It's not like Cro-Magnon man or anything. Blade's about 6.5, 6 3/4 inches long. Handle's almost as much as that too. The handle's good 5.5, 6 inches long, something like that. I think overall this is just a big old knife. It's got a really nice sheath, modern sheath. Yeah, man, Ek never made a sheath like that. He made crappy leather sheaths. I mean, back in World War II. After World War II, he got more refined with his knives and stuff like that. I'll leave all that crap to Tobias. He can tell you about that. But thought I would show you this real quick and do one other thing. If you think it's a bad idea to put a tiny toothpick in your mouth, I would not consider this a knife safe for mouth carry either, because you talk about double-edged. This thing is definitely double-edged, and it's also a pretty thick blade. Man, it's thick all the way out to the edges there, if you can see that. See that? Man, that is just thick, and then it drops off to a steep drop to a very sharp edge, and you can see the light glistening on that edge of the blade. Yeah, really cool little knife. Well, not too little, but a terrific little knife there from K-Bar and Ek, the Ek-44 Commando Dagger. Yeah, they're out there, and if it's legal for you to carry them, maybe you should consider it. Yeah, cool knife. Skip out. been your old pal, Skip the Show. Another fun Knife Friday in the books. Remember, if your knife's not fun, you're doing it wrong. Skip out.
If your knife's not fun, you're doing it wrong, and Skip out are registered trademarks of Skip the Show Enterprises. This has been a Cat Production presentation. All rights reserved.